Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we're discussing an all-timer. This is the GBLT999, better known as the H2, launched in 2024. This is a Credor model from the Micro Artist Studio, where only a few dozen watches a year get made. This model, extraordinarily well balanced at 39 millimeters in diameter in ultra white platinum. It is not too big. You will see in profile 10.5 millimeters thick and nice and short at 44.9 lug to lug with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, it wears beautifully, very comfortable. Not too broad across the wrist. I can recommend it for him or for her. 13.5 centimeters circumference wrist and up. Absolutely no trouble whatsoever wearing this on a small wrist or under a dress cuff. Now you can see the strap right here. We are making sure that we keep everything upscale. A Jean Rousseau strap using an uncommon type of alligator. So this is small round scale alligator, which is a softer cut of the hide. And you can see it's a gloss medium blue. It's got a folded edge with a monotone stitch. It's calfskin on the bottom and buttery soft. Jean Rousseau is the OEM supplier to Journe and De Bethune, among others. These are elite handmade Parisian straps. The buckle here is a fascinating piece. It's a twin trigger release, so it can't pop open unintentionally. The crown of gold, the symbol of Credor. And the watch right here was part of a 40th anniversary commemoration of Credor. It also marked 15 years of spring drive, which is embodied in this design. Now what's interesting here is that Credor uses both PT950 and PT900. The idea here is that many brands will use white gold for the swing arm or the moving parts of a clasp, even on a platinum watch, because they can't make platinum to be strong enough for those mechanical moving parts. I think that's a bit of a hustle, but Seiko found a way around that. The Credor company, within the Seiko empire, using the harder PT900 grade of platinum for the swing arm so it doesn't bend or break. And of course, twin trigger release, you have to press them both for it to pop open. Won't happen inadvertently. The case band mirror finished against a tin plate, optically smooth black polish, Zaratsu polishing. Again, the Credor logo on the crown. Now, there are other Credor watches that are not Micro Artist. We don't see a lot of them in the West, but they do exist. In the West, we've come to know Credor primarily through Micro Artist Studio, which was established in 2001 to bring the best techniques of old world European horlogerie and bienfaiteur to Japan. And they do it their own style, but they brought back the best practices from, among other places, Neuchâtel, La Chaux-de-Fonds, the Vallée du Jeu, which is why this watch is beautiful. And you'll see more of that on the back side, but it's more Japanese than Swiss on the dial side, where you have porcelain that is a distinctly Japanese craft, and it's actually made inside the Seiko empire. On the original Credor H, it was made by a specialist. This is actually made inside of the Seiko companies. And then at the Micro Artist Studio, they hand paint the name of the brand as well as the indices. The hands are all fired steel, and you can see they come to lovely little tapered pointed tips. It's easier to see if I move the minute hand. You can see it comes to that lovely tapered tip, and there's a lunette style counterweight for the seconds hand. There is a hacking seconds function. Turn it all over. We have the caliber 9R14, so spring drive. So no batteries, no capacitors power it. There is no motor. The spring directly drives the hand, but in between the spring and the hands, you have this governing wheel, which spins in a magnetic field, creates an electrical current, activates the integrated circuit quartz oscillator, which applies an electromagnetic braking force to the wheel, slowing it down and maintaining the time correctly. There are no batteries. There are no motors. Spring drive is mechanically driven, watchmaker made, artisan finished, and when the time comes, watchmakers serviced, designed to last not just the lifetime of the owner, but the lifetime of the watch over many generations. Accurate to 15 seconds per month. We have a power reserve indicator on the case back. On the H1, it was on the dial. They decided to move it to the back. You can see here we have rhodium-plated brass bridges. So the original H was a German silver movement. This is rhodium-plated brass for a whiter, brighter look. You can also see the symbol of the Micro Artist Studio up in Shiojiri, the bellflower, local flora, cut into the barrel cover. A torque recovery system is used to improve the power reserve by approximately 25%. So for 35 hours of the 60-hour power reserve of the watch, torque that is not necessary to drive the watch is returned to the mainspring, a unique system that helps to extend the power reserve out to 60 hours. You can see the bellflower is engraved into the movement. You always know you're looking at a micro artist movement when you see that. The bevels are as broad and mirrored as you would find in the Valet de Jeu at Romain Gauthier or Philippe Dufour's atelier, and they would be proud to see that here. Fire-blued screws, you can see there's a brushed satination across the bridges, beautifully executed, no detail overlooked. 41 jewel movement that's nicely sized for the case, all this 30 meters water resistant, so don't test the theory. There is a lot to love here, and the longer you look, the more you find. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.